Ooh, welcome everyone to the Daily Juice podcast on the Betting Pros Network. I'm your host, Sean, stacking the money green. And as always, the Daily Juice is being brought to you by BetMGM. Use a promo code JUICE150 and you got yourself a $1,000 risk-free bet. All right, coming off a pretty good night, 2-1, but some nice juice, including the Dodgers run line that was plus 155, got us 2.25 units of profit. So hopefully the unit police stay off my back. You forgot to count the minus 0.1 on the variable there. Come on, guys, we're having fun, betting on games, sweating it out. 2-1, almost 3-0. We'll get the loss out of the way. Phillies were down 3-0. They come all the way back. They're up 5-3. They're covering the run line, and then they blow it. Almost blow the game. End up winning out in the bottom of the ninth. They end up winning 7-6. So don't get the cover there. Although the Orioles, they take care of business. Of course they do, right? I bet them on the run line as a dog, plus 1.5, which means they're going to win outright. They don't need that 1.5 because they're the Orioles. They got to be like the most fun team in baseball. Most fun team I can remember in a really long time. And I don't know, it's really gotten me to, it's just the Orioles. Like, they're so fun. It's a small market. They really have like a fun mojo going. It's crazy. They keep pricing them as a dog, and I'm going to keep taking them, especially as a home dog. Are you kidding me? And then, of course, as predicted, I mean, could have seen this coming a mile away. The Dodgers on the run line, of course, they're going to come back from getting shut out at home. Of course, put up 10 runs, easily cover the minus 1.5. They win 10-1. It's funny. I was actually talking to a guy I know, a local guy, as you could imagine, who may or may not take some wagers. He is actually also a Dodgers fan, and unfortunately for him, a lot of the clients he has are also Dodgers fans. So he was complaining to me. He goes, "This Dodgers team is ruining my life. I almost hate my favorite team right now because everyone that he's taking action from is also betting on the Dodgers, and he's a Dodgers fan." So he's really torn. Hey, you know what you shouldn't be torn about is whether or not to enter to win the Vince Papale autographed jersey. All you got to do is go to bettingpros.com/Papale. And, step one, leave a review over on Apple Podcasts or CastBox. And then fill out the form over at bettingpros.com/Papale, Papale, for your chance to win an autographed jersey, courtesy of Pristine Auction. Vince Papale, true legend. All right, a lot to get to. I got 4 picks. Before we do that, new segment on the show called Review the Review. That's right. What is this? Yes, you guys review me on the Daily Juice, and now I review your reviews. That's right. Time to review some reviews of the Daily Juice, and I'll be the judge on these reviews. This one comes from some character named Slim Quick. I like the Philly pride added, and hoping Sean continues to settle in. 3 out of 5 stars. Well, first off, Slim, as a so-called other Philly guy, being from Philly, I don't give a crap what you say, but let's go. If you're going to come at me, go 1 star or no stars, right? Like, hey, come on, 3 stars? You're wishy-washy. Imagine Vince Papale only given 60%. I'm giving your review a 1 star because... Come on, settle in. What are you coming off like a bullpen coach? I think you need to sit back, Slim, really think about what you're doing with these reviews, because you're coming off. I hate to say this, but I bet Slim, even though he claims Philly pride, he secretly has a Cowboys starter jacket somewhere in his closet. So shout out to you, Slim. I'm grading your review of the review of Daily Juice 1 out of 5 stars. All right, how's that going? Hey, we're having fun. Hey, speaking of having fun, have you guys entered in for the free NFL Survivor contest? That's right. You're going to go head-to-head, battle it out, maybe against guys like Slim Quick, your fellow Daily Juice listeners. I'm going to get in there. They're giving away $300 in gift cards to Fanatics, $150 the first, $100 the second, $50 the third. And, it's going to be awesome. it's super exciting. If you've never done a Survivor contest, obviously you just pick one team to win straight up, and you can't reuse the same team. See how far you can make it. It's going to be fun. So if you haven't gotten in there already, what are you doing? Just go to play.runyourpool.com/juice. That's play.runyourpool.com/juice and compete against your fellow, we still haven't figured this out, juicers, DJs, juice heads. Whatever, we gotta run a poll question on what the listeners would like to be called. I'll leave it up to the guys in Discord. Those are the true OGs. The OG DJs. I like that. Intelligent Degenerates is my favorite one. A little bit long, but hey, we can workshop that. Bettingpros.com/chat. And of course, also I'm doing a Q&A. College football week 0 is here. I'm going to be dropping some picks on the podcast as well, but open it up to a Q&A Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 o'clock on the East Coast. Okay, here we go. First up, San Francisco Giants at the Tigers. Give me the Tigers on the money line. That's right. Going a little dog here. Dog. Plus 150 on the money line over at Wynn. This is just it's a perfect spot here. Tigers coming off a loss, but that happens a lot for the Tigers. They're not particularly good. this is a fade of Logan Webb. You look at his last 6 starts on the road. San Francisco's only won one of them. His ERA, 4.95 ERA in the last 5 games. And, against some offenses that he should be able to handle, including Arizona, Oakland, Pittsburgh. Giants, last 15 games on the road, 4-11. Meanwhile, Tigers, Manning making his second start off the IL. Game 1 against the Angels, 7 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 earned run. And that was just off a home run, 6 strikeouts. So he's looking good, and it seems like a nice spot. I always like a home dog in day baseball there. That's a early start time, so get in over there. And of course, White Sox at Orioles, plus 1.5 on the run line, minus 160 over a win. They're making you pay a little bit, but hey, I want to just make up a flow chart. Are the Orioles a home dog? Are you betting them? And then if no, why not? They're 33-9 on the run line as a home dog. Meanwhile, the White Sox 12-20 on the run line as a road favorite. La Russa still kind of a disaster. I mean, not much has changed since we broke this down yesterday. White Sox trotting out Lucas Giolito, 4.16 road ERA, but really, Spencer Watkins, my dog, has 9 starts at home. In those 9 starts, the O's would have covered plus 1.5 8 times. So he's going to keep you in the game, maybe get the win, at least get the cover. Feel great about the O's plus 1.5. Next up, Brewers at Dodgers. Why would I not take the Dodgers run line once again? Dodgers minus 1.5, minus 120 over on FanDuel. Get this while you can. I mean, I wake up in the middle of the night and my wife goes, "What? Did you have a nightmare? What's going on?" So I had this horrible dream that I didn't take the Dodgers run line. Why would I not be taking it again? They're 85-37. Meanwhile, they're 76-46 against the spread. That's an insane. I mean, it's one thing to be this dominant, but to also cover this many spreads. This is a historic team for a lot of reasons. But both the Dodgers and the Orioles are on historic gambling runs. I'm not going to miss out. If you're riding, hopefully you're riding with the squad here, but it just seems like a great opportunity. And then you look at the pitching matchups and it looks even better. I mean, obviously it does scare me when a somewhat decent team like the Brewers loses 10-1. I mean, anytime they're putting out the position pitcher to get shelled there, I think it does fire up the team a little bit, but then you look at the pitching matchups. Adrian Hauser for the Brewers, 5.89 road ERA against this Dodgers team. T&P, man. Thoughts and prayers if you think Adrian Hauser can shut them out. And maybe certainly that's the case, right? They're fired up. They're embarrassed after that 10-1 loss. But the Dodgers are a machine for a reason. They're trotting out Andrew Heaney. Dodgers are 6-2 in Heaney starts, covered all 6 wins. Again, because that's what they do. They're the Dodgers. Last start was a loss against the Milwaukee Brewers in Milwaukee. So a revenge spot here for Heaney. Really, really like that spot. All right. Hey, make sure you check out the Betting Pros app. If you haven't already downloaded the app, what are you doing? Download that app, Google Store. If you're an Android person, Apple Store. If you're an iPhone person, but expert picks, consensus picks, shop the lines, they got it all. And it's a great tool. It's free. So what do you know? Bet smarter, not harder. Download that Betting Pros app. All right, last pick. Bit of a long shot. So this is only for the intelligent degenerates out there, the people who like a little, like a little run out on a nice big payout. NFL future offensive rookie of the year. I'm taking it. Give me Malik Willis at 50-1 right now over on DraftKings. First off, I think there's value in and of itself just because of the pricing. I mean, there's other shops that are hanging this at 20-1. So I think some people are buying into what they've seen out of Malik Willis in the preseason so far, and it's been pretty good. Out of the last 20 years, offensive rookie of the year, it's gone to quarterback 9 times, so you're already in a decent spot there. The other quarterback, the other quarterback that has lower number than him is Kenny Pickett at 9-1. Now you can make a case. There's rumors that Kenny Pickett may actually start for the Steelers week 1. I may even throw Kenny Pickett out as a play. I think the receivers are going to kind of eat into each other as far as the offensive rookie of the year odds. If you got George Pickens early at like 40-1, I certainly love that. I don't know if I like it now at 10-1, especially with the news that Kenny Pickett may be starting, but let's say Kenny Pickett doesn't get it done at 9-1. The next quarterback in the odds for offensive rookie of the year is Malik Willis at 50-1. He's already shown some nice flashes as far as athleticism. Now, obviously, he has a much harder path to get playing time. But again, this is the NFL. Tannehill has been injured previously. And really, the Titans made it clear they're not locked into Ryan Tannehill, right? They drafted Malik Willis in the 3rd round for a reason, whether it be injury or poor performance. You know, the contract is structured so that they can move on from Ryan Tannehill after this year. And, there was all that news about, hey, does he want to mentor him? Oh, no, he doesn't. Wait, I wasn't trying to be negative. Clearly, Malik Willis is in Ryan Tannehill's head. And as a guy who rooted once many years ago in some dark days where we saw Carson Wentz completely unravel when the Eagles drafted a young athletic quarterback that was gunning for his job. Now, obviously Jalen Hurts didn't get rookie of the year, but I think if Malik Willis can get into the second half of the season, 8 games. If we can get him 8 games, he can go 5-3, 6-2. I mean, if you remember Lamar Jackson's rookie year, he came in late, got some wins for the Ravens, taking over for an aging Joe Flacco. There are scenarios where he can get there. I'm just banking on his athleticism and talent. He's just fun to watch. So this is a fun 50-1 long shot. If you want to ride, let's take the Malik Willis ride to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. All right, recap. Malik Willis, Offensive Rookie of the Year, 50-1 over on DraftKings. Dodgers on the run line, -1.5, -120. And, of course, Orioles on the run line, +1.5, -160 over on Win. Tigers, +150 on the money line, also over on Win. Hey guys, check us out over on TikTok at Betting Pros. Follow me on Twitter at Sean T. Green. Check out my other show, Sports Gambling Podcast. We just had Bud Foster on. So if you're a college football fan, Virginia Tech fan, that was a really fun interview. Great guy, real football guy. Check out that interview. It was a lot of fun. Hey, you know what to do. Subscribe, rate, and review. And as always, don't forget to let it ride.